Hi gringo! Welcome to this amazing channel that brings you content about Brazil, promoting our culture and showing to gringos another point of view of our country. So please, if you like it, share with your friends that might be interested and spread the word. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel and click on the bell to get notifications about new videos. Graffiti is one of the most fascinating and striking forms of artistic expression in our country. It's full of talents. By the way, you must have run into some Brazilian art out there somewhere in the world and you maybe didn't know. Among walls, art galleries and museums, these artists show their work about social criticism, nature, the female universe, domestic violence, politics, chaos, abstract art. It is an artistic and cultural way to resist and many times to show frustrations in the shape of art. So today we are going through a list of the most fantastic Brazilian graffiti artists. Let's start it. Binu Ribeiro. Starting this list with Binu Ribeiro to start from the beginning. Binu is a true graffiti legend. He is one of the pioneers of the art in Latin American painting walls since the graffiti was still very excluded by society. He is the founder and curator of Bienal do Graffiti, famous internationally, taking place in São Paulo. Binu Ribeiro is also connected to hip-hop culture and worked as a scenographer in several Brazilian productions like Bicho de Sete Cabeças, starring Rodrigo Santoro, and O Magnata. Fabio. Noted in the urban art scene in Brazil and abroad, Fabio is from Rio de Janeiro and is a former graffiti artist and is marked for being the oldest graffiti artist in the city. He started his artistic career based on the work of Profeta Gentileza, messages under viaducts about love and sympathy, and exhibited his art in Europe and North America. Fabio created the free graffiti school Factory of Arts and Citizenship, which serves with social purpose, and it is also a free space for exhibitions, events, forums, debates on art and citizenship, and it has a permanent exhibition of the work of Fabio. Zezão. Inspired by Basquiat, the graffiti artist never did an obvious job. After all, Zezão used the new references, producing his art using scrap and garbage, giving new meanings to these elements. He started working in 1990 on walls inside sewage canals and rainwater galleries, among waste from abandoned houses, in desert alleys, and in open spaces under bridges, calling attention to unusual urban spaces, which many people don't know or don't even see. His work is in art galleries in Brazilian city and in the world, like Berlin, in Cape Town, in London, in Milan, New York, Paris, and many others. Eduardo Cobra, when he was only 18 years old, Cobra started his artistic career on the outskirts of São Paulo. Self-taught and studious, the artist works with different techniques, using in many moments 3D and extended reality. He is one of the greatest names nowadays on graffiti and murals, and is even on the Guinness Book by the biggest panel in the world in Rio de Janeiro, the Etnias. Cobra has a strong connection with the past, and from that he created the project Muro de Memórias, or Memories Walls, that tries to change the urban landscape with reference from other times. This project is present in cities such as Athens, in Lyon, London, New York, Miami, and Los Angeles. Nina Pandofu. Here it goes, the first woman on this list. Nina Pandofu is from the countryside of São Paulo and moved to the city when she was just a baby. She always showed her interest in drawing and painting, and then as a teenager she had her first contact with graffiti and painted her first wall on the streets. She was noticed for creating a playful and very private universe, painting delicate girls with big and expressive eyes. Her works mix the feminine delicacy with the sensuality of women, and recently she brought some nature elements to her paintings. Nina has walls in countries like Germany, Sweden, New York, and Scotland, where she painted a castle together with the graffiti artists Nunca and Os Gêmeos. Nunca. Talking about him, Nunca, which means never in English, has a simple explanation about his name. According to his self-slogan of saying never for cultural and mental limitations. That way his graffiti is very characteristic, and it's common to see his drawing image that faces modern urbanism with Brazil's native past. They are super colored figures inspired by Brazilian indigenous culture and with very strong expressions. Besides Brazil, he has works in Greece and at the famous National Museum of Modern Arts, the Tate Modern in London. Os Gêmeos. The identical twins Gustavo and Otávio Pandolfo are a reference in graffiti, not only in Brazil but also in the world, painting topics such as family, social criticism, marked by their big yellow characters. The brothers started on the streets of São Paulo in 1986 when they were only 12 years old. They had experience with the international partnerships, and then 2003 they got the first solo exhibition in San Francisco. Only after conquering abroad they held their first exhibition in Brazil in 2006. Their graffiti are spread over cities in USA, England, in Germany, Greece, Cuba, and several other countries. Crânio. Fabio Oliveira, or Crânio, started to graffiti in 1998 and stands out not only in Brazil but also abroad. His most famous characters are the blue indigenous characters who were born from the idea of creating something to represent the country where he was born. Inspired by cartoons and Salvador Dali, he has a unique style which at the same time causes reflection and a little bit of fun because the creativity and good humor he gives to it. He has already exhibited works in countries like France, Barcelona, Netherlands, and Miami. Derlon is from Recife. He got famous painting walls in his city, and today he spread his arts everywhere in Brazil and the world. He studied several engraving techniques, but he got more into woodcut. Under the strong influence of graffiti and Brazilian popular art, especially the looks of the local woodcut, he started to spread impacting drawings around the city, where he got attention of the general public. Derlon used a few colors on his painting and very marked by black and white lines, presenting a singular look. He is considered one of the most famous Brazilian graffiti artists today, with works also in Amsterdam, in Lisboa, and even in the wall inside the Brazilian embassy in London. Anarquia Boladona, another amazing artist to wrap up this list. Born in Rio de Janeiro, Pamela Castro is called Anarquia Boladona. She spread her brand, signature, and drawings across the walls of Rio de Janeiro. Her work shows the female universe bringing up issues of our society, such as sexuality, equality, and mainly domestic violence. This last one, by the way, that reached the New York and Paris through the project Graffiti Against Domestic Violence. Okay, there is a huge list of Brazilian graffiti artists that we can still talk about. You can actually wait for Brazilian Graffiti Artists Part 2. Now guys, before saying bye, we also have a page on Patreon now, so support our project. If you want to help us to keep creating great content about Brazil, support us there. We would be more than happy, and you too, cause you can receive exclusive content and a few rewards. So many thanks for watching it. If you like this video, please click on the like button and share and spread the word and help Brazil with us to reach more and more people. Bye bye gringo, I see you next time.